Anniversaries come and go. Affairs of state are unending. At the heart of Britain's unwritten constitution is the relationship between the sovereign and the elected head of government. At a very private weekly ritual.
You've got this meeting that happens every week when Parliament's sitting, and no one really knows anything about it other than the Prime Minister and the Queen. An hour later, the Prime Minister will appear, whoever it is, and you always get the sense that he's walking just a little bit taller, and in a way it's understandable because very few of us have the opportunity to be able to talk to someone in total confidence. But even more than that, perhaps, to have someone who can say, well, yes, I remember Winston having a problem a bit like that, and who's able to encourage. And occasionally, I think, to be able to raise an eyebrow and say, are you sure? And that's quite a special working relationship at the heart of the British way of life.
Films, books and plays have all speculated on this private audience. But what really happens?
I think Tony Blair said it's the only private meeting you ever have, because there's just you and Her Majesty the Queen in the room. There's no note takers, no secretary, nothing. It's just the two of you.
The Prime Minister, Your Majesty.
So it's a very frank conversation about everything going on in the world that week.
I've just been listening to the fact that you've been... Is it in factories?
That's right. The Deputy Prime Minister and I went to a tractor factory in Basildon, and we did a sort of question and answer in front of the people who worked there, which went well. It was good, actually, I think. But it's very busy. There's a lot going on today. We've got Eurozone crisis, Greek elections, French elections. So I expect we were somewhere down the news.
They were talking about the Eurozone problem.
Yes.
And the fact that
the Greek elections have been...
The King did ring me.
Oh, really?
Very worried about it.
Yes, well, the two main parties have got a really very small share of the vote on this country.
There's a very therapeutic side to it, because as you explain the particular problem that the government has, or the particular challenge the country is facing, sometimes you find it is all becoming clearer as you explain it to this one incredibly experienced person, because you're always very conscious that, you know, I'm her 12th Prime Minister. She's been listening to this stuff for 60 years. And you get some pretty good questions, which you need to think of some good answers to.